Hello everyone, this is Kevin the Switch Hippie here with another exciting episode of Groovy Old Records rescued from the bargain bin. And recently it was brought to my attention that my receding hairline is horrible, so I put a hat on. I'm going to see what it looks like if I do videos with hat on. Maybe I'll look a little bit cooler. I doubt it, but you never know. Anyways, I did a little dumpster diving in Trinidad and Loveland, Colorado, and I found some really cool stuff. Not really cool stuff, but anyways, interesting stuff. First one is Jacques Brel is alive and well, living in Paris. I mean, this is an American version of the Jacques Brel. I mean, Jacques Brel's brilliant. I have all his CDs. He's French singer. He's from Belgium, and he has wonderful songs. So I've included here. And the other they have here on the song Next, which was a big hit for Alex Harvey band. Remember the outside the Scottish band Alex Harvey? They had a hit with Next. But anyway, it was from this record though. Jacques Brel is alive. And if you listen to Jacques Brel, listen to his original material. I would love to have found a Jacques Brel album in there. That would have been just made my day. He's a brilliant, brilliant singer. He had led an interesting life too. So he's also an actor in France. So Jacques Brel. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correct. He's from Belgium, but this one is interesting. This is Carmel Quinn, and she's Arthur Godfrey presents, and she's an Irish singer. She's got a beautiful Irish accent, a beautiful Irish voice. This is not folk music, right? This has got like an orchestra on it. So I think I put the Whistling Gypsy below, which is again it's got the orchestra with it. So don't expect that kind of music, but it's just wonderful. You can hear her accent in her voice, and it's so beautiful. And I love the cover to this album. It's a brilliant. I wish Arthur Godfrey probably was when he was involved, but we thank God for Arthur Godfrey. Here's another great one, of course, the Kingston Trio. We're gonna do a Kingston Trio once, an episode on the Kingston Trio because there's issues with them. But this is a good sounding album. This is one of the Jon Stewart albums, so the New Frontier, and it's got the hit on it, Greenback Dollar. So. I listened to it early. This one is, I'm not sure what this is. Rock and Roll Ensemble, New York Rock and Roll Ensemble. I listened to it. I'm not sure what the point of this is. Music by Manos Hadjigadakis, and they're maybe New York intellectuals, and they're trying to mix classical with rock, or I don't know what the point. It's not. I'll put a couple of cuts below, but. It's not really interesting, or maybe it misses the mark of what it's supposed to be doing. So, anyway, that's the New York Rock and Roll Ensemble, and it's a good, it's an Atco record, so it's a good chunky record. This one, I don't know. I saw this one. I like the cover. I like different music. It's Japanese music. We'll put that on the spindle and see what happens. I'm sure it sounds good. Koto Classics. Whatever a koto is some type of instrument that Japanese people play. So I am going to absolutely listen to that and cherish that. I guarantee it. This is a good one, Ink Spots. I want to look at this one because this is actually this is original Vocalion records of the Ink Spots, and it's a beautiful record, and it's actually in mint condition. I want to see, I'm going to investigate this one and see what it's worth and see any interesting information in it. This one, I have no idea what this is. I just like the cover, and again, I like this as a European record, right? Because this is the way European records used to look like. This is some kind of music from Yugoslavia. I like folk music from all over the world, so this might be something interesting. That might be, but stuff that's just it's cats screaming. But usually it's pretty interesting. I enjoy that. This one, this is a Rigoletto Verdi, the opera. I'm gonna try that one. It's a double record set. The records are in perfect condition. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna put this and see what this sounds like. This sounds like a perfectly awesome record, though. I mean, even the cover's cool. It's a box set from RCA. Okay, I keep going. I keep going. Dave Dudley. This is Dave Dudley on Cornet Records. I'm not familiar with this at all. I don't think he recorded with Cornet Records. I think this is a repress of his early material, and it has these other people here. The Weatherly brothers, they're on the other side of the record. So this looks like a super cheap, cheesy country record that you'd probably buy at a truck stop in Alabama. So, but we're going to listen to it later. We're going to see what happens with it. I'm excited, man. It could be a cool record. This one I bought was Marty Robbins, Portrait of Marty. He's always interesting. Marty Robbins got a beautiful voice. And he's operatic and dramatic and all that. And he's always good to listen to. So Marty Robbins. This is Mary Alonza. You know Mary Alonza. He's the Italian singer. This one looked I just bought this because it looked interesting. I guess there was a movie he was in with Zsa Zsa Gabor, and they sing Italian songs, right? Mary Alonza and Zsa Zsa Gabor in this movie called For the First Time. I have no clue about this. I'll have to look it up, but it was a buck. I was like, why not? I love Italian music, and I love the dramatic. Mary Alonza is a great singer, of course. So, and oh yeah, here was the other thing I liked about this too. I'm going to see if I can pull it out. It's got the old RCA, his Master Voice record label. So those are always interesting to listen to. I can't remember if I put this one on a previous video, but if not, here we go again. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, great soundtrack. And I put the Ecstasy of Gold, which was the last scene, right, where they're trying to find the grave, where all the money was buried, and that's the song they played, Ecstasy of Gold. Absolutely brilliant record, good record. Everything on that's brilliant. And then here we go. I've got Xavier Cugat. Who doesn't love Who doesn't love Cugat, right? Just crazy. You know, it's kind of cheesy in a little sense, right? I mean, back in the '60s, you know, I always picture that scene from The Graduate where Benjamin is with, you know, the father talking, you know, having drinks, talking about plastic, or, you know, whatever they're talking about, or, you know, Benjamin, let me give you some advice. And they've got that cheesy music in the background, right? That's what this is. It's a little bit like that. It's a little bit cool, though, too. So it's kind of a mixture. There's a little cool stuff on here. And I put Miami Beach Rumba below, because that's kind of a cool song anyways. Shite, man. And the next one here, this is Fats Domino, Rock and Roll, 1956. It still sounds good. The record's falling apart, right? And there's some scratchy stuff. And I put one of the jams below. So Fats Domino, 1956. With Rock and Rollin'. So brilliant record. Here's another one. The Carter Family. This is the Carter. You know, June Carter. June Carter married Johnny Cash, right? And this is one of their first records. It's brilliant. I love their music. And I put here "Bury Me Beneath the Willow," which is one of my favorite old folk songs. "Bury Me Beneath that Weeping Willow Tree." Beautiful record. It sounds great too. So, and this is Anita Maybelle June and Helen Carter, and Mom Maybelle, right? That's Mom Maybelle and the Carter family. Wonderful American records, and you should be buying American records or American folk music. Here's another one. This is the Carter Family, 3 Generations. This is actually produced by Johnny Cash on Columbia Records. This is an interesting record. I put the Mom Maybelle song on here. The rest of it was okay. Sorry, Johnny. I know it's your producing effort, but it was okay. It was okay. But there's a couple nice songs in there. Yeah, it's a good listen to. So the next one is, oh, there's my beeper going off. The next one is Judy Canova. I'm not familiar. She was an actress or something like that. I'm not familiar with her. This is kind of a weird record. Most of it's religious. I don't know. I thought maybe she was on Howdy Doody or something. Look at what she's wearing. Maybe we need to look. I mean, I'll do a little investigation on her. But the record sounds pretty good. And I put the one, Follow Me. It's kind of a religious song. So it's an old religious song. And Judy Cook. So anyways, if you know anything about her on Sutton Records, right? Whoever heard of them, let us know. Anything interesting. So the next one, of course, Sam and Dave. Who doesn't love Sam and Dave? This is the old Atco, the original first stereo Atco that came out, Sam and Dave. Who doesn't love Sam and Dave? Tell me, who doesn't? What's wrong with you? You don't love Sam and Dave. There's something wrong with you, man. It's an absolutely brilliant record. And I put I Thank You, which I thought was a brilliant song. I like the ZZ Top version. I thought that was good, too. Sam and Dave. Who's in love? Sam and Dave. Just a couple left, and I'll leave you alone. Dwayne Eddy. This is a country thing, a country song with Dwayne Eddy. The twangy guitar. Brilliant. Brilliant. And I put on here some good jam in here, so you can hear it's not just... I Can't Stop Loving You with a twangy guitar, right? Which, you don't want that. You want some good jamming, and there's some good jamming on this record, too. And there's also that Can't Stop Loving You twangy thing, so don't. But anyways, Dwayne Eddy, he was a brilliant guitar player. Lloyd Price, this is a pretty good one. Mr. Personality, that was his big hit, right? Personality, and he has 15 other hits and this is on the old mono, ABC Records mono. It sounds great. I love the way the mono records sound. And this has got, I put Lottie Miss Claudia on here. He's got a lot of other good stuff too. Good album. So, anyways, one more and then I'll leave you alone. I'm hurrying up. This is Johnny Horton's Greatest Hits. You know, again, I've talked about Johnny Horton. This stuff has been played so much, the Battle of New Orleans and in North Alaska. But I put here Whispering Pines, which I think is a beautiful song. Beautiful song, beautifully done by Johnny Horton on Columbia, and it's beautiful. And this is the mono version, so it's even cooler. We love mono. I love mono, old mono records, and this is perfect mono. Is it mono? I thought it was mono. Anyways, I'm going to say it is for academics' sake. Mono, Johnny Horton. Anyways, guys, those are my recent dumpster dives. We'll talk to you later about some more crap that I find in the record bins. Anyways, I think they're wonderful. These are wonderful works of art, and we kind of forget about them, right? Because technology moves on, but not me. Anyways, we'll see you later, guys, okay, for our next episode of Rescue from the Bargain Bin. This is the Switch Hippie Kevin. See you later, man.